Alright, my beautiful people, tonight we got a special treat. We got our hands on the Cons of Tarkir set, just a little teeny tiny bit early, so I'm going to be doing a midnight release for it. So let's just get straight into the hot sauce. I'm going to be doing 3 separate videos with 12 packs of video. So let me pull out my packs first because I am not the world's best counter, and I really don't want to sit here all night trying to think of how many packs I got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got our 12 packs. So with this specific video, I'm going to kind of just be shuffling through the commons because they're not worth anything. That's not what you guys come here to see. You come here to see the sauce. So Cons of Tarkir, this is the midnight release of it. So let's get it cracking. Alright, so we've got How are you guys feeling about cons? Looking pretty crazy, right? Tri-colors. What's your color? Let me know down in the comments. Alright, so we got Seek the Horizon is our first rare card. Search your library for up to 3 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your library. About that, just a little bit of technical difficulties. So first rare, Seek the Horizon, search your library for up to 3 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Nothing too crazy there, nothing we haven't seen before. On to the next one, uncommon, return up to 2 creatures to their owner's hands. For 6 mana, seems a little costly even at instant speed. Once again, nothing we haven't seen before for less mana. Alright, let's see, we got Mardu Rough Rider, a 5 mana 5/4. Whenever he attacks, target creature can't block. So, for the Mardu, I've seen better. Icy Blast is tap X creatures. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. That one actually seems not that bad, especially for how many sets actually fit into that blue color this time around. So Icy Blast, tap them down and they don't get back up. A Swamp and a token. Let's get into pack number 2. So pack number 1, nothing I haven't seen before, nothing I've wanted, nothing I'm going to be losing sleep over. But let's get into number 2. So just glide through these uncommons. We're going to be hoping for some foil fetch lands, really. I mean, that's where the money's at. That and the Planeswalkers. Alright, so Scion of Glaciers, a 4 mana 2/5. Target, or he gets +1/-1 until end of turn. Nothing I haven't seen before, nothing crazy. So Sandstep Citadel, this is the land for the Abzan. So tap land comes in for 3 different manas. Oh, we got a foil. Oh no, I ruined it for everybody. We got a foil in this pack, but don't know what it is. We're going to get to that in a second. But Ride Down, destroy target blocking creature. Creatures that were blocked gain trample. So you swing in, they've got something big, you destroy it, and you still get your attack through for free. This is sideboard worthy. I wouldn't main deck this, even though you think you need to main deck it. Don't, because they might not be blocking as much as you think they'd be, and it's a nice surprise for game 2. Oh, there it is, Polluted Delta. Pack number 2, when we got ourselves a fetch land, Polluted Delta. Pay 1 life and you pull out a swamp or a blue land. This is probably going to go straight into my Nico Bolas deck because it is an amazing card on its own. All the fetch lands, super sweet, super expensive cards that you want to keep. Oh, and look at that, a foil Warden of the Eye, a 5 mana 3/3, and when he enters the battlefield, return target non-creature, non-land card from the graveyard to your hand. So you get to bring back one of those crazy sorceries that the Jeskai are running, so that's actually a really beautiful card if you guys can see that. Alright, so an Island and no token, so no bananas. Alright, pack number 3. We got Sage, blah blah blah. I almost got into reading the useless cards. Alright, so starting off with Winter Flame, a 3 mana with 2 different abilities. Nothing crazy. Tap target creature, he deals 2 damage to target creature. Or it's actually 1 or both, so nothing too good. Ruthless Ripper, a 1-mana Death Touch with Morph. This card is nasty. If you go to block with it while it's morphed, and all you have to do is reveal a black card and you're morphing it, so your opponent thinks you're tapped out, you're not going to be able to pull anything, and boom, you morph it on them and blow up their biggest thing for free. Witness of the Ages, a 6-mana 4/4, artifact. Nothing crazy here, nothing we haven't seen. I would have liked an artifact with flying, but you can morph him up, so kind of like a combat trick with like all the morphs that are going down right now, but nothing too crazy. Oh yes, Empty the Pits, our first mythic rare. You can delve into this bad boy and put X/2/2 black zombie creatures token onto the battlefield tapped. Now when you're delving into stuff like this, because it's a 4-mana and then a delve for 2 X's, you can really mess up your opponents, especially with that delve mechanic. You can just delve out your entire graveyard. You're going to mill through your own deck for something like that. That will do work for you. I'm not going to see too much constructed play of this, but for Legacy and stuff like that, I mean, when the games are going on for like 10, 20 turns, something like that will really last you. So a mountain, and nothing crazy after that. Pack number 4. See what we got. Oh, this card's actually really good for a common, the Mardu Horde Chief, but we're just gonna keep going. Oh no, we got a foil in here, and my hand keeps forcing it. Alright, so another Psionic Glaciers. Once again, nothing we haven't seen before, nothing too crazy. Pine Walker here, he's a 5-mana 5/5 with Morph for 4. So a little bit tricky, but nothing too crazy, nothing you're going to be playing main board or sideboard. Probably won't be playing that card at all. He's going to see a lot of, probably a lot of fire in his time, but alright, so Raider Spoils, a 4-mana enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever a warrior you control deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 1 life. If you do, draw a card. Sounds good. It's garbage because it's an enchantment. I would have liked that enchant creature or enchant permanent and something else happens, but for 4 mana you could be getting a lot more out of your cards. So our gold rare for this pack is going to be Siege Rhino, a 4-mana 4/5 with trample. When he enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life. So this is probably going to be seeing my Abzan deck really soon, because I'm actually working on an Abzan. I have my my Mardu deck already done, but so Siege Rhino really good. Oh, look at that. Beautiful foil, Force Away. Really nice looking. I really like that art foil, but just a common. So we're not going to be losing any sleep over that. Pack number 5. So far we actually got some pretty decent pulls. We got our fetch land that we've been asking for, and we got the delve card that I was really looking forward to. But we're really looking for planeswalkers and more fetch lands. But we'll see what happens. So Arc Lightning. Arc Lightning deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, 3 target creatures and or players. I could see this making standard play for those burn decks. Just that and Lightning Bolt or Lightning Strike, that'll really see some standard play. So not too shabby if I do say so myself. Set Adrift, a 6 mana with Delve. So put a non-land permanent on top of its owner's library. Even with that delve mechanic in that, it's still not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't play it. Not a good card. Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. So, a little bit of lore for you. That's Ugin's corpse right there. That's Sarkhan Vol returning to Ugin. See who's talking to him in his head. But I drift. So this one, tap to add 1 mana to your pool, or tap 2 and tap this and you gain 1 life for each colorless creature you control. There's really not that many artifacts. We've only seen 1 artifact creature so far. So once again, you're really not seeing too much from this card. He's not going to be gaining you 100 life. So you're probably not going to play it. And our rare is Herald of Anafenza. This card is an absolute beast. A 1 mana 1/2, you can tap 3 to outlast him. Whenever you outlast him, you get a 1/1 soldier token. So he's going to do work for you. Super sweet card. We got a Swoomper and a zombie token. That's one of the zombie tokens for the mythic that we were able to pull. So let's see, we're on to pack number 6, I think. We're halfway through. What do you guys think of the set so far? Let me know down in the comments. You know, if you guys see any cards that you want, They are up for trade, so let me know what you got for me. And let's see. Actually, quick side note. These tap lands where you gain 1 life, I don't mind that as much as everyone else does. I really don't. For a deck like a Nicol Bolas deck or for a Planeswalker deck, they gain you that little bit of life that you'd be losing anyways. So it's kind of like a pretty fair trade-off, I would see it. But let's get to our uncommons. So first uncommon is a 2-mana 2/3. Other warrior creatures you control get +0/+1. That is absolutely insane for Abzan with all of their craziness with their warriors. So beautiful. Sorry about that, guys. Just a little bit of a misunderstanding with the camera and us, but let's make sure it keeps going. And all right, we're good. So Take Up Arms is our next uncommon. So it's an instant speed. Put 3 1/1 white warrior creature tokens onto the battlefield. Maybe, possibly. I mean, it's instant, so you can kind of combat trick into that, but it might see play in an Abzan deck. It probably won't, though, so let's get going. Alright, so another Warden of the Eye. We got this one foil, so 5 mana, 3/3. Whenever you tap him, whenever he enters the battlefield, return a non-creature, non-land permanent from your graveyard to your hand. So you're bringing back whatever Planeswalker they've killed. So pretty neat for red, blue, white. Next card, ooh, Savage Knuckleblade, a nice pull, a 3-mana 4/4. This card's got nuts abilities, he's crazy. Tap 3, he gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and you can only activate it once per turn, so you can only buff him up to a 6/6. You can tap 3 to return him to your hand, so you swing in with him, they pull some sort of weird combat trick, and you just bring him right back to your hand. And last one is tap 1 and he gains haste. So that's actually not that shabby. If you draw him late game, you'll just play a 4/4 with haste. So Savage Knuckleblade, nice pull. I actually like that card. This card's definitely going to go into the Teamer deck. And a Mountain. And that's it for that pack. So this is pack number 7. Once again, guys, down below, let me know what you think. What clan are you playing? What were you expecting to get out of such a tricolor weird set? Do you even like the cards? Because I know a lot of people are looking at these fetch lands and like that's what the set is built around, but there's cards like this that you won't even see. They're going to be all-stars, and they're just the commons, but let's keep going. After some quick look-throughs, we're going to make sure that tries not to happen again. Our camera's acting a little funny, but let's get right back into it. Alright, so we left off on the uncommons on pack number 6 or 7, I think. Doesn't really matter. But Hordling Outburst is a 3-mana, put 3 1/1 red goblins out. Pretty sweet. K-Root Bloodsucker. Whenever a creature you control with toughness 4 or greater dies, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. You can sacrifice another creature, tap 3, give them 1/1 counter. Not that good. Dead Drop. It's a 10-drop. And your opponent sacrifices 2 creatures. It's got Delve. I actually found this come in handy in my deck. So it's kind of a cool card. And we got Trail of Mystery. Whenever a face-down creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, it gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. That is pretty useless, because that morph mechanic is cool and all, but realistically speaking, not the best mechanic I've seen in a long time. It's really cool. It's a fun mechanic to mess around with, but I can't really see building an entire deck around it. But let's get into the souse. Alright, Brave the Sands. Creatures you control have vigilance. Each creature can block an extra creature for 2 mana. Not too shabby. I mean, I don't really see it making too much play, but cool card nonetheless. Sultai Flare. Whenever a creature you control with toughness 4 or greater dies, you gain 4 life. 4 mana 3/4. So when he dies, you gain 4 life. I mean, I might put it in the Sultai deck, maybe. Highspire Mantis, a 4 mana 3/3 with flying and trample. Okay, I can see that happening. For 4 mana, anything with evasion is sweet. And then our rare is High Sentinels of Erasion. He's a 4 mana 3/4 flyer, which right off the bat whistles up. It's a good card. It's green to go. It's going to be a really good card. he gets 1/1 for each other creature you have with a 1/1 counter on it, and then you can tap 4 and put a 1/1 counter on something else. So you buff something, he gets buffed in return. If there's nothing else out, you just buff him straight up. Super cool card, definitely a bomb. Oh, look at that, another foil. So a foil Tusk Guard Captain, a 3 mana with a 1 green Outlast. Each creature with a 1/1 counter on it has trample, so that's extra cool. For that green, that's nasty. And then we got a nice looking swamp and a goblin token. So we got 4 packs left. You guys, let me know in the comments below if you like the new videos I'm doing, the new way I'm doing it. Let me know if you want to see a deck tech like this from this top-down point of view. Because I did just finish a Nicobolas deck that I would be loving to show off. Just want to know how you guys want to see it. But let's get back into this. The sauce, Abzan Battle Priest, a 4 mana 3/2 with Outlast for 1. Each creature with the 1/1 counter on it has lifelink. Super cool. You get him out on turn 4, you can Outlast him on turn 5. He becomes a 4/3, so he's a good card. I mean, I might run him, maybe not. We'll see how he does. Jeskai Charm. So all the charms are pretty sweet. We'll see Jeskai put target creature on top of its owner's library. Like I said, that 6 mana at the beginning I pulled that did that. There's a 3 mana that does it better. Jeskai Charm deals 4 damage to target opponent, so our Boros Charm is back. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain lifelink until the end of turn. So you get to choose one of those abilities. It's a spell staff. They're super fun to use. Always run your charms if you have the colors for it. Jeskai Charm, I could actually see that being a win condition, that 4 damage, when you just can't quite get through. Alright, we got Heart Piercer Bow, a 2 mana artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature attacks, Heart Piercer Bow deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. Don't play it. Plain and simple, don't play it unless if you're playing someone who's only playing tokens. Not that good of a card, nothing crazy. Sultai Ascendancy, this isn't the best Ascendancy out of all of them, but you know, I can live with it for my Sultai deck. It helps get my delve out. So 3 mana, at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top 2 cards and then put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest at the back of the top of your library in any order. I play it in my Sultai deck, but that's because it's a Sultai deck and I like my flavors. Alright, let's see what we got. Dazzling Ramparts, a 5 mana 0/7 defender. 2 mana and tap target creatures, so it kind of conflicts with itself trying to be positive and defender. I don't know about this one. It's probably not going to see any play in any of my decks, but we'll see if anyone learns how to do anything with it. Oh, sweet. The Murelk Nightblade. Super sweet card. He gives all your creatures with 1/1 counters Death Touch. So when he comes in, the game flips on its head, especially in that Abzan deck. Everything's got Death Touch now, so you've got Death Touch flying, lifelink, first strike. It's pretty much a Sliver deck all over again. You can actually go back and see my Sliver deck tech video that we did. Super sweet deck. Won some events. Alright, Horde Ambusher, a 2 mana 2/2. Whenever he blocks, it deals 1 damage to you. You can morph. You reveal a red card from your hand. And when he's turned face up, target creature can't block this turn. Garbage. Oh, sweet. Another Rattleclaw Mystic. This is actually the Buy a Box promo card. This card is insane. It morphs for 2 colorless. When you flip it, you add 3 mana to your pool, and then you can tap to add 3 more mana to your pool. So for 2 mana, you're adding 6 mana to your pool. That's just insane. You can throw this in with any color, even though it's green up here, because it morphs to colorless. So a complete bomb. I can see this like really shaking up any decks that need mana ramp at all. Even as far as blue goes, you could really ramp into cards nuts with that. So that's that. A plains and a nothing. Last 2 packs. Let's see what we got. You know, Alright, River Wheel Aerialists. He's a 6 mana flying with prowess. Okay, a flying 4/5 for 6 mana. That one might make it into the blue deck. It's not too shabby. Jeskai Elder, a 2-mana 1/2 with prowess. Whenever she deals combat damage, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. I don't know why pretty much every card that you draw a card, you're discarding something or losing life in this set. I don't really like it, but it's not going to see any play from me. Nomad Outpost, so this is the Mardu land. Comes in tapped, adds 3 colors. Sage of the Inward Eye, so a 5-mana 3/4 flyer. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. So you can actually combat trick into that. That's actually super sweet card. I love that a lot. That's definitely going to make it into my Jeskai deck. A Mountain and a Goblin. Alright, last pack of video number 1 for the midnight release of Khans of Tarkir. Fingers crossed for foil Sarkhan Vol. Alright, so let's get to the sauce. Oh, there we go. Almost skipped right over the sauce. Alright, so Mistfire Weaver, a 4-mana 3/1 flyer with Morph for 3. When she is turned face up, target creature you control gains hexproof. That's actually not too bad for this blue. The way they're doing blue now is kind of weird, so that might actually work. It's not going to see any play from me, but I could definitely see a couple people I know playing it. Sultai Flare, we've been over it. Sultai Charm, destroy target monocolored creature, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Draw 2 cards, discard a card for 3 mana. Always a good choice. Oh, there he is. Sweet. We got ourselves a Necropolis Fiend, a 7/8/9 mana 4/5 flyer with Delve. So essentially, I'm going to be casting this card for 2 mana every time I play him. So he's going to be a 2-mana 4/5 flyer for my deck. You can do X and tap, where X is what you exile from your graveyard. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn. You can pretty much wipe out your opponent's team just by exiling cards from your graveyard. Beautiful, beautiful card. And our foil is... Oh my god, look at that. 2 golds back to back. That is amazing. A foil Rakshasa Vizier. I love this card. This is my favorite card from the set so far. I cannot believe that for the last pack we pull a foil him. This is amazing. This made my night. But yeah, so back to the card. 5-mana 4/4. Whenever you, pretty much every time you delve, you put a 1/1 counter on him. He's amazing. So you delve into this bad boy for 7. He gets 7 1/1 counters. He's going to be a complete bomb in my deck. Super hyped on that. We're going to leave off on a Goblin and an Island, and we will see you guys in video number 2.